So welcome along everyone, we'll get started with our workout today. So just make sure as always, I'll start on a basic level of moves and then add more as we go along. Always try your add-ons, give them a good 3-4 reps, then you can always go back down to something we were doing before. Whatever keeps you moving, that's the main thing that we're looking for, okay? Here we go. So make sure you've got some room. You don't need your mat to start with. And sometimes your mat can put you off balance, especially if it's one of the thick ones. So feel free to put it wherever. I can always suggest somewhere for you to put it. Right then, so here we go. So make sure you've got some room, we'll get into standing position and away we go. So put the feet together and turn the toes out for me, and then take the heels in line. So your second and third toe is in line with the knees and the hips. We're just going to pull that middle in nice and tight so we can just start activating that middle, and then we're just going to relax the shoulders back and down. Okay. Now make sure the weight is evenly distributed into both feet. Yep, so you're not in more than one than the other. And now we are ready to go. Yes? Cool. So let's go. So we'll just start with a simple warm-up mobility, getting the body ready for the workout. So I want you to start by lifting your right arm first and just take it up to the centre and down, and then up to the side and down and up to the front and just up to the side. So it's just a simple little bit of a sweep to the front and to the side, to the front and to the side. So mobility and just preparation. So from here, keep it in the centre now and let's circle around. Doesn't matter which way you go, because I'm going to get you to go the other way very shortly. And change direction. Now let's do everything on the opposite arm. So you're going to take it to the top, and then take it to the side, to the top, and to the side. So just think about your range. Get it as big as you can, get it as wide as you can on the way up. Now we'll make it go into the circles. Again, no matter which way you go, you'll go all the way in a minute. And now change direction. Okay, so let's move it on now. So just relaxing the arms back by your side. Just start moving through the feet. So I want you to lift the heels and then lift the toes. So you just roll up and down. Yeah. So make sure when you're lifting up, you're taking it as high as you can go, so you can really get in towards your toes as well. And then as you're lifting the toes, you're keeping balance and stability, so body's staying nice and still. So from here, we'll keep it going. We'll just add a reach up and back down. Reach up and back down. So it'll just make you a little bit more aware of what you're doing here in your middle, so you're keeping yourself still. Now hold it up in the air. And now we bring it down into a pedal, 1 foot at a time. And with it, just let one arm just pull down. So just let that elbow come into the side of it as you reach and pull it down. relax everything back to center. Still keeping tall, still keeping still, and just allow yourself just to take a gentle twist side to side. So you just go wherever you need to go with it, as big or as little as it wants to be. But if you just let your foot turn and turn the heel, you'll just use a little bit more direction for the twist. Yeah. And now bring yourself back in. So we're back central and we'll go into a side bend. So I just want you to slide one hand down towards your knee and to the center and to the other. So it's just that gentle slide down side to side. So make sure it's not forward and back for me, yeah? You're still maintaining a nice long straight body, yeah? Okay, in the center now, let the head drop, arch the back up, let the shoulder blades really separate, really arch it, ground it up, and now lift that chest up, squeeze the blades and look up to the ceiling. Do that again. So just drop down and then pull it in and lift it up. So really feel that expanding across the chest as you're squeezing those blades. And then back to the center. Okay, alternate leg now. You're going to lift one knee and the other. So just let the knee lift and down. Let the knee lift and down. So try and aim for about hip height, but if you need to be lower, that's fine. Now, what we want to try and get with this is to keep still again in the middle and tall, but just try and really feel that little bit of movement here. Yeah. So hands can go at hips, hands can just go by your side. It's whatever helps you. Okay. So you got the knee lift, and we'll just add a little open to the side now, back in and down, and do the same again. So up, out, in and down. So just getting that little direction move around the hip area, yeah? Still keeping everything facing forward. Just having to move around hip. Okay, so now we've got that. We'll make it a little bit of a brush. So just let the right leg go forward and back. Okay. Again, you want to keep balance, put hands wherever you need to, but keep this left knee soft. Yeah. Now as your leg goes back, try not to bend it or anything, try and keep your leg straight the whole time. So you're getting that little hip extension as it goes back. A little squeeze in your backside. Okay, right, let's change that now to the other side. So again, just soften it. And again, gently, just let it go forward and back. Don't let the body rock, yeah? So you might need to shorten your range if you find yourself swinging, yeah? So bringing it back into center position now. Again, second, third toe, knees, hips, everything's still lined up, okay? Now just place your hands just at the tops of your legs and just give me a very small top squat, yeah? So we just want to sit the hips and bum back, and we're bending our knees, they're coming forward. The upper body is staying still at the top. Nothing's changing there, okay? So it's just a very small top half squat. So use the top half just to really feel the pushing down of the heel as you sit your hip and bum, and then back up. Yep. Simplest way to start building it is just a little bit more knee bend now, and you just sit a little bit lower. So we're engaging the legs, so it's the quads, the hamstrings, and the glutes as well. So you're pressing into the floor and pushing out. Yep. Pressing into the floor and pushing out. Put a little tension in the blades again, so you're keeping that posture upright. Now again, we can just start to sit a little deeper now, and we have to keep the hands still at the knees, at the legs, yeah? Just sit down into it and back up. Sit down into it and back up. So we should be looking now that the hip is probably just above the knee. Yep. Now keep it going with that deeper squat, and just let your feet come together and keep going. Yeah. Just keep the feet together now. So keeping the feet together is a little bit more focused to the front of the leg. So keep pushing the knees forwards, and again keep upright, no leaning forward. And then let's go from normal to a little bit wider. Yeah? So you can just let your knees and toes point out a little bit more. Yeah? And sit down and back. Sit down and back. Alright, come back into centre for me. Again, make sure you line up. We're going to go forward into a little roll down stretch. So let the chin relax, let the shoulders relax, and just slide the hands down the legs. Coming down as far as you can towards the floor. Keep the head tucked in. And allow that body weight to push forward in towards the toes. You're just keeping the breathing normal and the body weight in front. So you should be finding now that stretch into the back of the legs, into the back. Slowly come back up. And then reset at the top, just roll the shoulders. So we'll go back down again. Now every time we go back down, we're looking to increase the range, okay? So let's go back to where we just were, and we'll try and push a bit further once we've been there for a while and it's eased through. So let's go, roll it down, nice and easy. Again, just bringing it down as far as we can, keeping the head in, and then that body weight in front. So the hands are pushing as far down towards the floor, or touching the floor, just depends where you are. Make sure the body weight's in front again. Take a deep breath in. And as we breathe out, let's just try and push that body a bit further forward. Keep that head tucked right in and hold it there. And then come back up. Lovely. And at the top, we just take a quick reset. So hopefully we just got that little bit further into it, so we could just feel that little bit more lengthened. So we'll do that again, just for one more time. And again, you're just looking to try and get a little bit deeper into the stretch. So you ready? Relax head, relax shoulders and tip, and bring it all the way down as far as we can. Again, body weight all pushing forward, head tucking in and pressing in towards the toes. Remember, the more the head is in towards the legs, the more you're going to feel the stretch down the back of the body. Now take a big deep breath in and out, and just try and push that bit further down into it, that bit further into that stretch. Okay, slowly back up we come. And at the top you do a quick reset and you're back in the room. Lovely. Nice work everyone. So now we're nice and warm and prepped. We're going to come down onto the mat, get a quick drink if you need one, and come on down to your hands and knees please. Okay? So what we want to begin with this morning is just to set up that centre position, yeah, when we're on the hands and knees. So when we're here, it's hands under shoulders and knees under hips, so there's no arching and there's no dropping, yeah? Now any of you guys that do have problems when it comes to weight bearing on wrists, always try, you can always come up to your fists, because there's no bending then, there's a little bit less pressure. So if that's more you, it's there for you to try, okay? So, everyone place the hands under shoulders and the knees under hips. Keeping that middle nice and tight, we want that back to be nice and straight, remember? There's no slouching or overextending. And you're just gonna start things off nice and simple with an alternate leg out to the back and in, and then the other leg out to the back and in. So we're keeping the middle tight, so we're engaging the core, so we're switching it on, recruiting. And this first set that we're going to do, we're really going to get all the back of the body going, thinking about stretching it, lengthening it, and getting some recruitment into those back glute shoulder muscles. So just taking our time. Now, once we've got this, we can then just leave the legs alone for a second and just do a stretch in front now with one arm. So alternate it please, yeah? Again, keeping tabletop back, keeping middle nice and tight, and just staying nice and still for me, yeah? And again, we can just start to bring in now the opposite leg. Keep the eyes just looking down towards your mat, so you've got the neck long as well. And you're just stretching it out in front. So it's the nice long super. Think of yourself pointing your fingers, pointing the toes, and then really taking the arm and leg long. Yeah, like I said, we're thinking about stretching. Now, I want us to hold any arm and leg in the air. Just hold it there. And now we're going to add a bit of an arch into the back now. So we're going to pull elbow to knee to meet, arch the back, tuck the chin, and extend back out to centre. Stay on the same arm and leg now. Let's go. So come in, arch up, crunch, extend out, reset. Come in, arch up, crunch, extend out, reset. So again, a little bit more activation in the middle. You want to feel, same as if you were on your back, you know, doing a normal crunch. You're looking for that little bit of a crunch action every time you're pulling it in. Yep. Still keeping that supporting hand under the shoulder and the supporting knee under the hip. let's change it now. So just take a quick second just to have a quick roll through shoulders, quick reset in the middle. Then just double check you've got knees under hips again, hands under shoulders. Let's extend that other arm and leg now. And we're pulling in, elbow to knee crunch, and stretch back in front. Again, just keeping that nice long straight line. Okie doke. And then again, just have a quick reset. Quick roll through, quick shake off, whatever you need to do. Lovely. So we've got that. So we've done centre. Let's do a little bit of a twist now if we can. So again, put the hands back under and knees back under. We don't want any slouching or overextending. Let's just get that nice straight tabletop back again. Okay. And this time, one arm at a time. Lift it up and twist, back to centre, lift it up and twist. So your eyes are going to follow your fingers as you just take that arm as far up as you can go. So the whole time you're keeping both knees under hips. Yep. That supporting hand is under shoulder and you're going for that twist. Now hold that there, straighten off the left leg straight behind you, and now keep the hips square again and just let the right arm move on its own. So it's opposite arm to leg now and you're going for that twist. That leg's doing nothing, it's just there on the floor, nice and straight, yeah? Again, you keep your middle nice and tight and you're just letting yourself enjoy that nice release off as we twist that body. Now from here, just change arm, change leg and take it away. Again, nice big twist up for me, everyone. Open it and release it. Open it and release it. And stop. Right, let's take a little sit back now. Sit the hips and bum on top of the heels. Drop the head down in between the arms. And relax it down into the mat. Lovely. Nice work, everyone. So, nice direction work there. And big ranges of movement. Come and join me now in laying on your side. Okay, so now we can do a little bit of side laying work. There'll be a little bit of waist that works as well. Yeah, so we're going to target a little here, but we're just going to get some movement around hip to glute, yeah? So when we do side laying, obviously we're laid on the side, and you can either have your hand on your head or your head in your arm. You can decide which one works for you. But what we do need altogether is the legs straight and the hips stacked on top of each other. So you're not leaning back or forward. Okay? Put the top hand in front for extra balance, yeah, and a little bit of support. So from here now, you can just give this top leg a little lift and lower. So again, just check that you've got that middle pulled in for me, because it is working just by being laid on your side and pulling it in. And of course, we're just breathing normally. It's just a matter of lifting and lowering the leg. Now let's make it a circle. Doesn't matter which way you go, because you'll go the other way shortly. Now again, when it comes to lifting the leg, there's no real run height, you know, of where to go. It's just got to be big enough for you to feel a little bit of resistance around here to here. And you're avoiding the urge to let your body go flying all over when you're circling. So you've got that top hand there to help guide you. Just remember, it's all about stability. We'll just change direction now to the other side, so the direction, yeah. So again, just keep it flowing and simple. Okay, so now we've done both directions. Let the feet stack on top. Again, make sure you're not leaning forward or back. And just let both feet now lift up and down without touching the floor now though. So they're always lifted and you're just giving it that little lift up and down. It's not a big one, so I don't want to see you launching yourself all over. Just take your time. And then really try and point the toes a little bit, yeah? And keep the legs nice and long. Lengthen the body. Okay, lovely. Relax that off now. You need a quick rub, give it a quick rub, and we'll change it to the other side. So nice and easy, get yourself up and switch around. So set up that laying position again, either hand on head, head in arm, yeah? And get the legs nice and straight. So that body is in a nice straight line. The hips are stacked. We're not back or forward with them, we're staying central, and the hand is there for us for that extra support. So from here now, we're just taking that top leg straight up and down. Straight up and down. Again, this has got to be central, this has got to be tight, yeah? Keep that middle nice and locked in. So we're activating it and using it for our stability. Now from here, we'll take it into a circle. So just take it around and around. Again, it doesn't have to be big. Just pick your direction that you're taking it in. And then the other way, guys. Again, let's make sure that we're not rocking and we're keeping the body as still as possible in our center. So both feet are stacking on top. Keep them off the floor now and just lift straight up and down. Up and down. So again, remember, no leaning, no throwing, just lifting and lowering. Lifting and lowering. Nice one, lovely, and we're done. Again, give yourself a quick rub if you need to. We're just going to take things nice and easy now onto the front. So just roll yourself over and just sit yourself up onto your elbows. Yeah. So you got the shoulders set back and down, elbows under shoulders. Yep. And just a nice little tight squeeze into the backside. Just do a quick warm up for the hamstrings. So just bring one leg in at a time for me and back. One leg in at a time for me and back. Now while you're here, don't be hunched up, yeah? Set your shoulders back and down. No slouching, yeah? And then make it 2 legs. So what you should just feel is just that engaging now in towards the hamstrings. They're just warming up. But we're keeping that nice little squeeze in the backside as well. Yeah, because we're going to prepare to work all down the back of the body with our extensions. Alright, so let's bring it down now and just warm up that upper part now. So just reach out nice and long in front. Keep the feet together and still now, and extend your arms forward. Relax your shoulders back and down, everyone, and bring the head down to the mat. And I just want you to take a deep breath in, lift that chin and chest up, no pressure in the hands or pushing through the hands or arms, and relax back down. And again, take a deep breath in, lift up as high as you can go, and relax it down. So just settling into getting this basic lift and lower for the back extension. We've got breathing in on the way up and out on the way down. We've got that nice tight squeeze at the back side, and the shoulders are staying relaxed, because if we're hunched up we're going to get neck ache, which we don't want. So we can just start to lift an alternate arm now, up in the air, and back down. And again, up in the air, and back down. Now let the opposite leg come in if you want to. So it's arm and leg now, and back extension. So chin, chest, arm, leg, back down, and again breathe it in, lift up, chin, chest, arm, leg, and relax it down. And remember, you're coming as far up as you can go till you can't get any further. So you find that height, that maximum, yeah, that pull, the back says, no, I can't go any further than that. You come back down, you do it again. Always looking to get that same point, yeah? Okay, so bring the hands now to the face. You're going to frame the face with the hands either side. Relax the shoulders back and down again. Feet stay together. Now, no legs now. It's just you lifting chin and chest in the centre. So lift it up. Now hold it there. Turn to one side. Come back to centre. Lower it down and do the same on the other. So breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, twist. Breathe in, reset. And out to lower. And then again. So alternate the sides. One elbow drops, the other elbow lifts. And we get that little bit more now across the lower back. A little bit of direction work. And again, what's happening with your upper body? Keep the shoulders relaxed back and down. Don't tense up. Okay? And again, you're just getting to your point each time. Now with this, you can lift the opposite leg to whatever side you're twisting. The leg comes up, you take the twist, centre and down. Again, opposite leg. And how high do you lift it? It just goes where you can get it to go, guys. Try and get above the knee off the ground, but you never want your hips off the floor, okay? So always keep the hips on the ground. So we'll just hang on for a couple more reps. And now we can just relax it off, push ourselves up, sit back to a little child's pose stretch. Hips and bum, right back, head down, nice long body, stretch it through. And then come on down to laying on your back. So now we can work into our midsection. So come on down for me. And we're just going to start simple and build up as we go along. Alright? So, for this position first, just make sure the body's in the mat. Push the back right down into the mat. Yeah? And as you do that, you're going to pull tight in the middle. And as you do it, you get a bit of a tilt here. Yeah? So you just want to find that little position there, that little tilt, and then keep that switched on, engaged feeling there for me. Okay? So now bring the hands up, take them to the head, keep the elbows wide, relax the shoulders back and down, and just give me a bog standard crunch. Let's go. So we lift up, and back down. So head, shoulders lift, chin is in, and back down. So up, and down. So no pulling on your head or neck, please. Keep the chin in and the eyes looking forward. You're peeling the head and shoulders up. As we do that, the ribs are going forward. We're using those upper abdominals. And then at the same time, we start to do an alternate heel lift as the head and shoulders lift up. Still keeping the toes on the floor, it's just the heel that you're lifting. Now, you see how high your heel's going at the minute? Keep that height, but now let the toes lift off the floor. Nothing's changed in that upper body. That's still as it was. Now you can let the knee come up in line with the hip and back down. Knee back in line with the hip and back down. So alternating. No pulling on head or neck. Middle nice and tight. Now let it come all the way in as far as you can towards you and back down. Let it come all the way in and back down. So it's really just keeping the simplicity of a crunch and a leg lift. But as we take our time and making sure we're getting the full range each way, and everything's as it needs to be, so everything's just building up nicely. Now we could try this with both legs, bringing them both in and back down. And if you wanted just it to be a little bit different, let the elbows come in and out. So you're trying to get everything to meet in the middle and then back down. Yeah, so you got that little bit of a fly action in and out with the elbows. There's no arching going off in the back. Especially as these legs are moving further now and they're both moving together, that's when your back's going to want to arch as you go up and down. We don't want that to happen. Okay, last one. And stop. Lovely. Give yourself a little hug and relax it off side to side. Now just grab your hands at the knees and just have a little circle round. And the other way. And then pop the feet to the floor. I'm just going to go into some stretching, okay? So, take the right leg, pull the knee in, one on its own, nice and close to you. And then straighten your leg up. Let's find a stretch for the back of the leg and the hamstring. You can hold it here or at calf, ankle. Depends how far back you're pulling it, where you need to go. But keep the legs straight. And then if you can, just let it have a little bit more of a pull back.
Remember, there's no point bending the leg, we want it straight because we've got to lengthen it, haven't we? And then we're going to place the ankle down to the knee and push that knee away from us. Now keep your hand there. You want to find that little bit of a release around your hip joint. Now we're going to keep that little bit of a stretch going for the hip, but we're going to do a little bit of a back stretch at the same time. So take the hand away, but keep the knee pushed out. Let your arms relax to the floor. Yep, in line with shoulders. Now drop over to the left. Keep that right shoulder glued to the floor. And put that right foot flat down. Okay? Now you can take your left hand to your knee to push it away. So make sure you've dropped it over. Now put both arms back down and lift it back to the centre. And now change leg. Take your leg up, straighten it, find the stretch for the hamstring. Let it just pull a little bit further back. Hold it there. Now just let that knee come in, we'll give it a little knee hug. And now put that left ankle on right knee. Push it away from you and try and keep that knee, leg, ankle in line as much as you can and just stay there. Now take the arms out wide and drop over to the right hand side. So you want that left foot to try and go flat to the floor now. Yeah? And then take that right hand towards the knee and push it out. And again, we're releasing into the hip, a little bit in the side and into your back side too. Opposite arm is still glued to the floor and the upper body is still in the ground, the shoulders. Put the arm back down and control it back to centre. And then just uncross that leg for me. Grab the back of your legs, sit yourself up.
Okay. Alright, so just popping the feet together. Sit up nice and proud for me. Pop the hands either at the ankles or at the feet themselves, and you just want to push the legs out as far as they'll go. So you can be doing it like that with your arms, or again like here. It's wherever you feel the most at your inner thigh stretch, but we do not want to be slouching. So set your shoulders back and down and straighten your back up. And now push out as wide as you can. Just knock that down one. Still go a bit louder. Go. Nice deep breaths in and out and just relaxing into our stretch. Try and push out a bit further, whichever way you're doing it. Now come into a relaxed cross leg. And we're going forward for a centre spine stretch. So we're going to stretch into the back and spine. So relax that cross leg, yeah, and just lift yourself up nice and tall, back nice and straight. Take a deep breath in, and now as we breathe out, tip forward. Make sure you're lifting up through the hip and just relax these arms down to the floor. So you want your elbows in front of your shins and you're bringing the arms and elbows towards the ground. As far down as you can go. Don't worry if you've not gone far. Yeah, don't worry if somebody else who's doing it with you is further. It doesn't matter. We just want to find a stretch into the spine.
So take nice deep breaths in and out here. Walk the hands a bit further forwards and the arms. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, can you just try and push yourself a bit further forward so the elbows go down to the floor now? And then we've just increased that stretch a little bit there. So hopefully it's coming a little bit more from that lower back. Gently now, just walk it back in. And sit yourself back up. Lovely. Now, from here, put the right hand to the floor and take your left arm up the centre and just bend that right arm. Keep this left arm towards your ear, yeah? And just come over and find a little bit of a side stretch, yeah? But if you want, you can come down to your elbow, so you're going further, but don't let yourself drop forward, yeah? We still want the arm by the ear and the shoulder back. So we've increased. So hand or elbow down to you. Now bring it to the centre. And again, do the same on the left. So hand to floor first, arm up by your ear, and take that reach across. So we're just finding that stretch. Coming up the side of the body. If we can now, we'll try and drop the elbow down a bit further. Yeah. One side's always more awkward than the other. You might even notice your leg might nip up a bit. But again, just try and keep open up here. And then bring it back to centre. Now take the right arm across to the left leg. Yeah, so it's holding on. Your left hand's behind you. Now turn to the back. And just take that little bit of an unwind here. And then to the other side. Again, just let that arm come across the leg. And look behind you. Just getting a little twist and release off of the spine, hopefully. Okay, into centre now. We'll just do a quick flip over. Yep, onto the hands and knees. And then once you're on your hands and knees, take your knees as wide as your mat and just let yourself sit back. Come into a child's pose, let the hips and bum go right back, and then straighten the arms as much as you can and let your head just relax down into the mat. Let your body just do a nice little let your head just do a little drop side to side, and and your shoulders as well. So you're just letting your body have that little dip side to side. Now just try and lengthen out a little bit longer. So try and stretch your arms more, sit your bum further back. Just feel that extra range now. And then gently up you come. Onto the hands and knees. Yeah, and slide one leg forward and take the other leg back. Okay? So you've got a nice long straight leg, hands are under shoulders, lift one leg up and grab it with your opposite hand. Pull it into a little quad stretch and hip at the same time, square the shoulders, eyes up forward, just pull it in as far as you can. Keep pulling that heel towards bum. squeezing and pushing from the hip. Let's swap it round to the other leg now. Slide it in, slide it back. Find it, and then make sure the hands are under the shoulders. And now we'll grab the leg up and hold on to it with the opposite hand. Pull it in nice and tight. Square your shoulders back up and relax it there. Keep pulling tight, keep pushing from hip. Now bring that other knee in so you're on both knees. Okay? And then your way, just bring yourself up to standing at the top. Have a little roll through shoulders, a couple of times one way and the other, and then a little release off side to side. And there you go. Well done. Give yourselves a little clap. Thanks for joining today. Take care. See you later.